Did you know that over 70% of people over the age of 50 suffer from knee pain and often do nothing to address the issue? Most attribute these discomforts to aging or natural wear and tear on the body. However, what few realize is that this pain could be a warning sign the cartilage is wearing down. And if we don't act in time, there's a risk of progressive loss of mobility. Today, I'll explain how to tackle the problem using foods you might already have in your pantry. Cartilage itself doesn't cause pain while it's wearing away. The pain comes when there's none left. What many don't know is that there's a natural method to stimulate its regeneration. It's not just about pain. It's about your independence, climbing stairs without fear, being able to stand up without needing support. The real problem is that many don't notice the ongoing deterioration until it becomes irreversible. But first, let me ask you something. Have you ever felt stiff when you wake up in the morning? Have you noticed your knees making noise? Looser skin? Or do you feel like you have less energy to walk for long periods? Write it in the comments. This video isn't just informative. Its goal is to help you regain your body's well-being from within, without having to rely on drugs or expensive supplements. And at the end, I'll reveal a common mistake many people make unknowingly, and which can completely hinder cartilage regeneration. Over time, something invisible begins to change in our bodies. Cartilage, that tissue lining our joints, allowing us to move without pain, starts to slowly wear down, often without us even noticing. By around age 50, much of it is already compromised. At 60, the damage is evident. At 70, many people require support to walk. And what do they feel? Pain climbing stairs, morning stiffness, cracking sounds when moving their legs, a fatigue that won't go away. The most surprising thing is that many think it's normal, but it's not. In reality, the cartilage has stopped regenerating, and without it, every step becomes a direct collision between bones. The good news? This process can be reversed. Our body is capable of self-repair, but only if it receives the right tools. And no, I'm not talking about miracle pills. I'm talking about real, everyday food. Simple ingredients accessible to everyone that can help strengthen and regenerate joints. But first, write in the comments how old you are and where you're watching this video from. I'd love to know, because this topic unites us all. The desire to live better, with less pain and more freedom. Now listen closely. The first food we'll discuss not only nourishes the joints, but could be the key to repairing the damage caused by time. For years, our grandmothers cooked rich, fragrant broths without knowing they were preparing a true treasure for the joints. Collagen, that dense substance, often underestimated today, contains the building blocks our body needs to rebuild. Cartilage, strengthen bones and lubricate the knees. As we age, our bodies naturally produce less and less collagen. What used to be generated spontaneously now needs to be introduced through diet. And this is where bone broth becomes essential. These broths offer easily assimilated collagen, along with glucosamine and crucial minerals for joint regeneration. Drinking bone broth isn't just an old habit. It's a genuine natural remedy. And if you pair it with a specific vitamin, which we'll discuss shortly, the effect is amplified. This combination works like a spark that reactivates the cellular repair process. It's as if the body received the correct signal to begin rebuilding. Many people spend money on supplements without realizing that the secret isn't just what you take, but how you combine it. The good news: you can prepare the broth at home in a simple, affordable, and side effect-free way. But beware, if collagen isn't supported by the correct vitamin, your body cannot absorb it. And that means you may be wasting time and resources without seeing real results. In the next part, you'll discover which this key vitamin is and why without it, everything else loses effectiveness. Imagine tiny flames inside the joints, silent, invisible inflammations. You feel them as stiffness, discomfort, burning, or pain during movement. Many live with these symptoms daily, unaware that a natural solution exists to put out the fire. Omega-3 South are the firefighters of our body. They're found in foods like salmon, sardines, chia seeds, and flax seeds. Their function is simple, yet highly effective. Omega-3 South help reduce inflammation, promote nutrient transport, and protect cartilage from premature degradation. Their strength lies in the fact that they don't just reduce pain, they prepare the ground for the body's regeneration. When inflammation decreases, collagen can work, minerals are better absorbed, and tissues finally begin to repair themselves, like cleaning a plot of land before building on it. Without this step, everything else collapses. But there's a detail often overlooked. For omega-3 South to work optimally, the internal environment must be favorable. If your diet is high in sugars, fried foods, or refined oils, the effectiveness of omega-3 South drops drastically. We'll talk more about this later, because it's one of the most common mistakes made by those seeking healing without achieving results. Before that, I want to tell you about a fundamental vitamin, without which the body cannot convert food into collagen. Even if you consume broth or fish, without this element, the process remains incomplete. The surprising part? You probably already have it at home. Many think vitamin C is only useful for fighting colds. In reality, it plays a much more important role. It's the key that activates the body's natural production of collagen. Without it, no matter how much collagen-rich food you eat, your body won't be able to use it. Vitamin C transforms the amino acids you eat into new collagen fibers. In other words, it makes the benefits of food concrete. It's found in many foods such as oranges, kiwis, lemons, and vegetables like red peppers. In addition to stimulating collagen production, it protects existing cartilage from damage caused by free radicals, particles that accelerate cellular aging. This can slow the appearance of wrinkles, skin laxity, and joint deterioration. Vitamin C acts as a barrier, preventing this internal wear and tear, like reinforcing the foundation of a house before it gets damaged. If you don't get enough vitamin C through your diet, you may unknowingly be compromising joint regeneration. That's why it's important to include at least one portion of fruit rich in this nutrient every day. Just a glass of fresh juice, a colorful salad, or a lemon herbal tea can bring significant benefits. There is, however, another food group, often underestimated, foods with strong smells but powerful effects. These are natural compounds that fight inflammation from within and promote cartilage regeneration at the cellular level. Many of these foods are already in your kitchen. Some may not look appealing or vibrant, but they contain important properties. For example, garlic, onions, and cabbage contain very effective sulfur compounds. Sulfur is a key mineral in collagen formation and cartilage repair. It functions like an invisible worker, reinforcing cellular structures and speeding up tissue healing. Plus, it helps reduce joint inflammation and improves immune response, indirectly protecting the knees. Including these foods in your daily diet is a simple but meaningful choice. A teaspoon of chopped garlic in the pan, raw onion in a salad, or cooked cabbage in broth are everyday gestures that activate beneficial reactions inside you and promote deep regeneration. Many avoid them due to strong odor or flavor, without realizing they are giving up one of the most effective and natural ways to care for the joints. It's like ignoring free remedies already in your pantry. But that's not all. Beyond these, there's another group of foods that act like a director. They organize the absorption and use of all nutrients, guiding them exactly where they're needed. That's what we'll discuss now. Sometimes the most powerful things go unnoticed. Lentils, chickpeas, oats, brown rice, common foods many people have at home, but few consider helpful for joints. Yet, they play a key role, similar to silent engineers who optimize the action of other nutrients. These fiber-rich foods support gut health. Yes, you read correctly. A well-functioning gut is essential for absorbing collagen, calcium, magnesium, and other vital elements for cartilage. If the digestive system isn't working well, it's like having the right materials, but no one to use them. Plus, legumes and whole grains have a gentle but constant anti-inflammatory effect. By reducing intestinal inflammation, they relieve pressure on the joints and promote recovery. It's like reinforcing the foundations of a house to prevent cracks. Incorporating them into your daily diet doesn't require drastic changes. A plate of lentils with vegetables, an oatmeal breakfast with fruit, or brown rice instead of white rice. Small actions that together create an internal environment favorable to cartilage regeneration. But when it comes to internal functionality, there are certain ancient roots that go beyond basic nutrition. These roots not only combat inflammation, but also reduce pain, protecting the knees naturally without chemicals or side effects. And that's precisely the point we'll explore now. For centuries, in cultures such as Indian and Chinese, they've been considered valuable, not based on beliefs, but on direct experience. Turmeric and ginger don't just add flavor and color to dishes. They possess a powerful anti-inflammatory effect, often compared to certain medications, but without the side effects. Turmeric, thanks to curcumin, fights inflammation that damages cartilage, while ginger improves circulation and reduces joint stiffness. Together, these roots function like ancient medicine, helping the body soothe pain and prepare for tissue regeneration. A turmeric infusion in the morning, grated ginger in meals, or both in a broth at night are all it takes. Complex recipes aren't necessary to start, just consistency and commitment. The benefit isn't immediate, but comes gradually, like watering a plant every day until it blooms. Surprisingly, many people already have these ingredients at home, but don't use them properly. They remain hidden in the kitchen while the body continues to suffer from swelling and wear. And the worst part is that they don't realize they're giving up a natural remedy for healing. But cartilage reconstruction isn't just about reducing damage. It's also about rebuilding what's been lost, layer by layer. That's why there's another group of essential foods, ones that provide the structural framework of the body, foods that nourish the bones from within. And here enters our next protagonist. When discussing healthy joints, collagen immediately comes to mind. But what's often forgotten is that without a solid base, cartilage has no support. And that base is made up of strong, well-nourished bones, largely thanks to calcium. Yogurt, cheese, and milk are known sources of this mineral. What few say is that calcium alone isn't enough to be absorbed and utilized effectively. It requires vitamin D and magnesium. Otherwise, it's like buying bricks without cement or workers ready to use them. Calcium doesn't only strengthen bones, it also helps stabilize muscles and nerves, improving balance and reducing fall risk. Fewer accidents mean fewer joint traumas and slower cartilage wear. And if you don't consume dairy, no problem. Today, there are many plant-based alternatives rich in calcium. Almond milk, broccoli, tofu, sesame. The important thing is to pair them with a lifestyle that supports their absorption. But even with well-nourished bones, there's something more that can make a difference. I'm referring to a category of brightly colored, sweet-tasting fruits with a powerful antioxidant effect. They're an invisible shield for the joints, yet we often overlook them without realizing their value. Fruit adds more than beauty to dishes. Cherries, blueberries, and pomegranates are true natural defenses against cartilage aging. They don't act forcefully, but precisely, neutralizing free radicals, harmful particles that accumulate with age, stress, and poor diet. These agents attack collagen, weaken cartilage, and accelerate joint deterioration. The antioxidants in these fruits act as a shield, defending tissues from the silent attack of free radicals. Plus, they improve blood circulation, allowing nutrients to reach the joints more effectively. So anything you eat, collagen, minerals, vitamins, actually reaches where it's needed. The immune system benefits too. Inflammation decreases, and so does joint pain. You can include them in smoothies, as snacks, or at breakfast. There's no need to overdo it. Just one daily serving can make a noticeable difference in movement, stretching, or climbing stairs. But even with a nutrient-rich diet, the body still needs extra help: movement. Without it, cartilage isn't nourished or regenerated. And I'm not talking about intense or exhausting workouts, just simple, beneficial activities. Many people stop moving when they feel pain, thinking they're protecting themselves. In reality, this accelerates joint deterioration. Cartilage lives thanks to movement. Without it, it doesn't regenerate and slowly disappears. Walking, swimming, practicing yoga, or doing light stretches every day stimulates the circulation of synovial fluid, the natural lubricant of joints. Each step sends oxygen and nutrients directly to the knees, promoting their health and functionality. Moving is like opening a window to circulate air in a closed room. Light exercise also strengthens the muscles around the joints, reducing pressure on the cartilage. Less pressure means less wear. It's a positive chain reaction you can activate with just 20 minutes a day. No gym, equipment, or special clothing needed. Just willpower and consistency. Movement also stimulates the body's natural collagen production and improves mood thanks to endorphins, substances that make us feel more energetic, confident, and alive. To make this process even more efficient, though, the body needs a mineral often underestimated yet essential: magnesium. You find it in leafy green vegetables, dried fruit, and even dark chocolate. Without it, any effort made so far would yield incomplete results. Imagine an orchestra with talented musicians, perfect instruments, and excellent sheet music, but no conductor. The result would be chaos. The same happens to the body when magnesium is missing. This mineral silently coordinates all key processes. For joint health, collagen synthesis, muscle relaxation, calcium absorption, and inflammation control. It's the invisible director of joint regeneration. When present in sufficient amounts, magnesium makes everything work better. Nutrients reach their destination, tissues regenerate, and pain decreases. You find it in simple foods like spinach, chard, almonds, sunflower seeds, and pure cocoa. However, many people, especially older adults, don't consume enough of it. That's why, even with a balanced diet, results may be slow to appear. Magnesium also helps improve sleep, regulate stress, and support heart health. These benefits directly affect the well-being of knees, back, and the entire body. It's not just a mineral. It's the silent balance that holds every vital process together. Now that you know all the elements useful for cartilage regeneration, it's time to take stock and ask yourself, what if today marked the beginning of a new phase with greater mobility, less pain, and more freedom? Today you've discovered information that many people ignore. Knee pain, stiffness, and loss of movement aren't inevitable consequences of aging. They're signals from the body, requests for help that you can now respond to. And do you know what the most important thing is? There's a natural, accessible, and effective way to do it. You can help your body regenerate from within through natural foods, gentle movements, and essential nutrients. No need for expensive supplements or empty promises, just commitment, awareness, and accurate information. And you've already taken the first step, understanding what's happening inside you and starting to react. Imagine moving with more freedom, waking up without pain, and feeling your joints lighter and stronger. It's possible. It's not about turning back time. It's about moving forward with more energy, Health and autonomy. Your body possesses great intelligence. It simply needs you to listen and give it what truly nourishes it. Now I ask you, which of these foods would you introduce first into your daily routine? Have you already noticed any benefits by changing your diet or increasing physical activity? Share your experience in the comments. If this video was helpful to you, click like, share it with someone who might benefit from it, and subscribe to the channel to not miss future content. The next video will show you how to further boost your body's natural collagen production without resorting to artificial substances. I'll see you there.